Hello everyone, we are from Group 1 and today we are going to present the results of our discussion about an article titled Application of Theo van Leeuwen's Critical Discourse Analysis in Liputan6.com News on the Dissolution of BSNP, written by Mu'thia Mubashira, Yumna Rashid and Miftaul Khaira Anwar. This research was conducted with the aim of analyzing and discussing the use of language in a news discourse text published on Liputan6.com, specifically about the dissolution of BSNP or National Education Standards Agency, which was published on September 3, 2021. And the purpose of our discussion is to explain how the authors analyze a news article from Liputan6.com about the dissolution of BSNP using Theo van Leeuwen's framework of critical discourse analysis to uncover how language constructs power relations through inclusion and exclusion strategies. Next, the presentation will be delivered by Gerrald.
All right, here I will explain about the overview of Van Leeuwen's approach. The importance of using Van Leeuwen's approach is to uncover hidden agendas and power structures embedded in text, aligning with CDA's goal of linking language to social and political context. This model is also a powerful tool for dissecting how language constructs and reflects how social power dynamics, ideologies, and marginalization in media text. This approach has discourse structures, namely exclusion strategies, nominalization, and sentence clause replacement. Van Leeuwen's model exposes how linguistic choice in news media serve as tools for ideological control, perpetuating power imbalances between institutions, for example, the ministry, and marginalized actors, for example, the SNP and critics. The study highlights how CA's role in unmasking hidden power structures within seemingly objective news discourse. The next material will be delivered by Nedi, please.
Okay, thank you, Gerrald. The next is step-by-step data analysis process. Step 1, data collection. The data was collected using a qualitative descriptive method. Step 2, contextual analysis. The context of the data is considered in social and historical context. Step 3, discourse analysis. The specific discourse structures analysis Van Leeuwen's framework are: number 1, exclusion, wherein exclusion strategies, an actor is excluded from the discussion in the discourse text. The exclusion, according to Theo van Leeuwen, is divided into 3. There are participation, nominalizations, and sentence clause replacement. And next, number 2, inclusion. In inclusion strategies, an actor is featured in the text of the discourse reported. Inclusion, according to the Van Leeuwen, is divided into 7. There are differentiation, objectivation, abstraction, nomination, categorization, nomination, identification, determination, uncertainty, assimilation, individualization, association and dissociation. For the next step, I hand it to Lauza.
All right, there is step 4 about ideological analysis. The article explores ideologies through exclusion and inclusion strategies in discourse. Exclusion techniques like passivation, nominalization, and clause replacement are used to play role of creating actors, shifting focus to the policy itself. This creates an ideological effect where the actors' perspectives are marginalized. Inclusion strategies such as nomination, categorization, and differentiation highlight specific groups like BSNP, constructing them as an important and qualified. The strategy is either relevant or diminish the significance of creating actors, revealing the author's ideological stance in the process. And then step 5, interpretation of findings. The article interprets the relationship between language, power, and social change, emphasizing how discourse shapes perception of authority. Exclusion strategies marginalize, suggesting a desire to shift focus away from them, reinforcing power structures. Meanwhile, the portrayal of the SNP as independent of professional contracts with its potential dismissal, influencing public opinion and on the dissolution. Through strategic language use, media narrative construct ideological potential that impact social view on power and governance. So the next point will be presented by Dzikry.
The example of step-by-step of the analysis, the first one is data collection. The authors conducted a qualitative study, collecting data via textual analysis from the news presented by Liputan6.com about the dissolution of the BSNP. Step 2, contextual analysis. The authors put the context within its social and historical context that note BSNP was officially dissolved on August 23, 2021 under Permendikbudristek No. 28 tahun 2021. Step 3, discourse analysis. The authors identified exclusion strategies, passivation, which is done by eliminating the assessor in the text, nominalization, which is done by giving the addition an in a verb, and replacement of clauses that is done by hiding the perpetrator, and inclusion strategies by doing differentiation by seeing whether the agents are displayed independently or there is contrasting agent, objectivation abstraction by seeing whether the event or actor is displayed with the concrete or abstract characters, nomination categorization by seeing the description of the actor, nomination identification by seeing the description of the actor, which is quite the same with the previous except it is longer one. Determination by seeing whether the actor is displayed clearly or anonymously. Assimilation individualization by seeing if the actor are clearly specified or generalized one, and association dissociation by seeing whether the actor or event is associated with the broader things or not. Step 4, ideological analysis. The ideology of the writers can be seen through whether they marginalize or lift up certain actor by exclusion or inclusion. In this case, Liputan6 has a stance to see BSNP as a good thing for education. And step 5, interpretation of findings. This article shows that language has a role in adjusting power and social change by doing exclusion and inclusion strategies. Language can be used to marginalize, hide, or lift up certain people and shape people's perception and attitude about reality. I'm giving it to Yeni.
So the conclusion is, in the article, the writer uses Theo van Leeuwen method to show how some people or groups are shown or hidden in the news. This method shows two main ways, exclusion and inclusion. The exclusion strategy is used to hide some people, especially those who made the decision, like the government or the Ministry of Education. The inclusion strategy is used to show people or groups who do not agree with the decision to close BSNP, like former BSNP members, teachers, parents, and education activists. In general, the writer gives a soft and polite criticism, but still show that they disagree with the decision to close BSNP. For future research, this model can be used to critically examine other forms of public discourse such as political speeches, advertisement, or social media posts to better understand how language plays a central role in shaping social realities and reinforcing or challenging power structures. Maybe that's all from our group. We hope this presentation was useful and insightful. Thank you so much for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.